However, several key questions remain unanswered in the murder of Baltimore City detective Sean Suter. Suter was shot one day before he was set to testify in a police corruption case. WJZ has the latest. Rick Ritter reports on the citywide manhunt that has yet to turn up a suspect. And Ava Joy Burnett reports on a convict who was arrested by Detective Sean Suter and another detective, now asking the court to take a second look at his case. We begin with Rick.
Just hours after Thanksgiving, WJZ was there as investigators returned to the crime scene where Detective Suter was gunned down, this time honing in on an abandoned house next door. It's been more than a week since Suter's murder rocked the entire city, but still no suspect has been named.
What I heard was 4 shots, 4 rapid shots.
For the first time, we're hearing from Ellis Beatty, who lives right next door to where the incident played out. Beatty watched from his front window and says he saw Suter's partner take cover with his gun drawn.
Chuck was standing there with a cameraman and he was like this.
Moments later, Suter was rushed to the hospital.
Like I said, one police, I think his partner had him underneath his arm, and one had him by the legs and the calf, and they put him in a car right here.
And you didn't get any description of a suspect?
No, I didn't see no suspect.
The FBI is now trying to help police enhance Suter's last radio transmission. This was heard about 20 seconds before the first dispatch call for assistance.
It's unintelligible right now. We don't know exactly what he said, but he was clearly in distress.
On Wednesday, the commissioner confirmed signs of a struggle were found on Suter's clothing, and the veteran officer was shot in the head at close range with his own weapon, adding that Suter was only 1 day away from testifying before a grand jury in a case involving officers from an elite gun unit accused of stealing from citizens.
I just am determined to keep following the evidence. There's nothing that we won't consider.
While a memorial now sits in the vacant lot, many are left wondering how long it will take to bring justice to Suter's wife and children.
Police have said they have private surveillance video showing Suter's partner taking cover. The reward of $215,000 is one of the largest ever in a case like this. I'm Rick Ritter reporting for WJZ. Now back to you.
WJZ reported that Detective Sean Suter was set to testify in the federal case just 1 day after he was shot. That case involves some of his fellow officers who were indicted. There are now new reports that a man who was arrested by Detective Sean Suter and another detective has asked the court to take a second look at his case. WJZ's Live, Ava Joy Burnett breaks down details for us. Ava Joy.
Vic, this new information comes from her media partner, the Baltimore Sun, and it stems from a case back in 2010. According to our media partner, the Baltimore Sun, Detective Sean Suter was working on a case 7 years ago where he and his partner pursued a suspected drug dealer. The driver in that car, Umar Burley, eventually crashed near Gwen Oak Avenue in northwest Baltimore, killing an elderly man. The Sun reported Burley has been serving time for the death and drug-related charges, but earlier this year he requested that the court take another look at his case. At the time, Suter's partner was Sergeant Wayne Jenkins. Earlier this year, Sergeant Jenkins was indicted with 6 other officers in a federal racketeering case. The members of the elite gun task force unit are accused of robbing residents and lying about working thousands of dollars in overtime. It's not clear what case Detective Suter was scheduled to testify in, but the police commissioner said Detective Suter was not the target of an investigation.
Again, and this is straight from the acting U.S. attorney and the FBI special agent in charge directly to me, Detective Sean Suter was not the target of an ongoing criminal investigation. He was, however, scheduled to offer grand jury testimony the day after he was murdered.
Now, with regards to that federal racketeering case, Sergeant Jenkins pleaded not guilty, but some of the other officers took plea deals. Live tonight, Ava Joy Burnett for WJZ.
Ava Joy, thank you. Viewings for Detective Suter will be held Monday and Tuesday at the Vaughn Green Funeral Home in Randallstown from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. The funeral will take place at Mount Pleasant Church Wednesday at 11 a.m.